Cabarojo says, "Hey gents, wanted to drop a quick props on how you're approaching new media and edifying our fan base. Edification. I'm a big fan of edification and the word blowing traditional media away with content. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
We
that's awesome.
aim to edify. Before we go, I was thinking today, I took a wrong turn last week with Kyle. He pissed me off when he canceled minicamp, and I went real hard on him. And I started like looking back and being like, man, I'm coming across like Stephen A. and Skip Bayless, and I can't stand them. And even though some people may think I'm like them, they just freaking yell. And when you watch them, you never learn anything. And I would like to think that me and my esteemed colleagues of panelists have something to offer, and that you come away from these shows learning more. I learn from the people I bring on, and I do think I have something to offer the world of football, and I need to not just get into the like, which is, I can't stand that morning radio Skip Bayless. It's like, man, you guys aren't actually listening to each other. No one's learning from this. It's just people firing verbal grenades that are pointless. So I'd like to think that's the goal of our shows, is to a little edification.
Yeah, I would agree. And the comment was very nice, by the way. I appreciate the compliment. It's more Grant changing the game. I'm just along for the ride. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people do look at you like that. They think of you as clickbait and all these other things. But I think as time is going on and they're starting to realize who Grant is, and these layers get peeled back a little bit more, that they realize that that's not it at all. I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, you're here for entertainment purposes, but you're a journalist at heart and you're here to report the news. Yeah, you've got to have an opinion and you've got to have personality, and sometimes you got to be controversial. Otherwise, you don't make a living. But the one thing that I'll give you credit for is that you're not afraid to change your mind on something, right? And a lot of people look at that as a weakness. They're like, well, geez, Grant, last week you were saying this, now you're saying this.
That's true.
Listen, only fools don't change their mind when more information is presented. And you have so many people on your shows that articulate very well.
Yes.
They have great points. They know what they're talking about. And so if they come on your show and they lay out a point or a point of view that you weren't thinking of and you're willing to change your mind, I actually look at that as a strength, not a weakness. And I think a lot of people take that as a weakness, and I disagree.
What's the point of having other people opposing viewpoints on the show if you're not going to listen and reconsider your own stuff?
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate you using the word edification. That made my freaking night. That was so nice. I really appreciate it. It was really nice. Thank you.
And he appreciates you trying to roll the R in his name, I'm sure.
I tried. I took French in high school and college, so I don't really know, but I can't understand. I can't understand French at all when I watch French movies. And when I watch Spanish movies or Mexican movies, Spanish speaking movies, I kind of feel like I get it because they speak a little slower and it's more phonetic, and I feel like I feel them. But with French people, I'm like, yo, you need this. You remember that scene in Billy Madison where he's studying for the academic decathlon at the end, and he has that Haitian guy speaking French hella fast, and he's like, slow down. That's exactly how I felt in the AP test, right? Slow down. Open your mouth. What is with this language? So yeah, I don't know how we got to this, but this was a really fun show. Thank you, Jess. It's what happens after dark. Things get crazy. I know we wanted to change the name, but it's a great name. It's a great name.
Can't change the name.
And the fact that it's dusk over here instead of dark, that just makes it ironic, which adds a layer. It adds a layer.
Listen, the hours will change. It'll eventually be dark when we do the show. Yes, 49ers Bay to Bay works because I'm in Tampa Bay. You're in the Bay. Like, it works, but we've established after dark. We can't change
After
it
dark
now.
has a certain je ne sais quoi. I got the idea from Dave Chappelle. Did you watch his thing at he got inducted into some Hall of Fame?
Yeah. Yes.
And what's his friend? Neil Brennan, the guy who wrote the show with him, went on and said the way they pitched the show to HBO was Playboy After Dark. So I idolize Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle's the best, man. God, Dave Chappelle show. The Chappelle show is the best show still to this day ever on TV.
It is. And I want one more thing to say. Martin doesn't get enough credit. Everyone talks about Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which is a great, great show.
It is.
Martin was just as good, and Martin Lawrence was just as funny as Will Smith, if not more. Martin Lawrence doesn't get enough credit. Everyone talks about Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, as they should. Martin Lawrence was so funny. I'm just saying.
Martin Lawrence was hilarious, and him and Will Smith are great in the Bad Boys movies together.
So good.
They play so well off each other. Fresh Prince was my jam, though. I mean, listen.
Fresh Prince is great. I watch. They're both on VH1 and BET all the time. I watch them all the time. I like Martin because it's like grown up stuff. It's him and his wife. It's him and his girls. Him and his friends. Will Smith is like a 25-year-old living at home, which I can relate to. I was me at one point, but
yeah,
I go back. Yo, the Ashley storylines are a little out of pocket, man. It's like, yo, she's 15 right here. What's going on? But
it was a different time, Grant.
It was a different time, everyone. That's our show. We just went a little off the rails. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll be back same time, same place next week. Hopefully, as long you can't ever guarantee that people are going to be alive. I don't want to say stuff. Kyle, why did you say that?
Did you just go Shanahan?
Why did you do that?
Cut it.
I'm sorry.
Cut it.